Alright, welcome back.
Oh, welcome back, Sora!
Mickey, when did you get here?
When you gave me money!
That's the power of capitalism.
That's
I can't
the power
do
of
the voice
capitalism,
for that. Oh, man. They have, the
The power of capitalism,
power
Sora!
of capitalism. Will never fail them. Except for the fact they bought too much stuff and now they're threatening many job layoffs because they don't have money to pay off their debts.
Oh, you're right, Sora!
It's funny.
Oh, you're right!
But it's also bad for them.
So bad!
They'll be fine. The government will just bail them out.
Yep, because we're Disney.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
I love it because in the new DuckTales, they poke fun at that. And like, do you guys get what he's saying? About every fourth word.
I remember she was blonde.
I remember she was quiet and she was always drawing. She never left the house, and we didn't really actually hang out with her ever.
She would always draw instead of playing pictures.
Sometimes she'd draw us too. She was really good. I remember Riku and I fighting over who she'd draw next. But one day, she was gone. Just like that. I think
Then Kyrie came out.
They might even have tried to explain some of it to me.
Because she was never real.
But I was little. I probably didn't understand what was happening.
So,
I remember crying after she was gone.
hold on. I'll wait until this cutscene ends.
But that's all.
Man, the lighting in this castle is so dramatic. Like, every time he goes into a story, he's just like, fade to black.
Fade to black.
Put the spotlight only on him.
I must point out, Sora keeps remembering things instead of forgetting them. It seems to me, forgetting things may be the only way to reach the memories buried deeper down inside each of us.
But you said he wasn't forgetting things.
Forget in order to remember.
You literally just contradicted what you said.
You guys said our most precious
This shot, I still don't like
memories
it.
are so deep in our hearts
I think it's
that
his
they're out of
fucking
reach.
pants.
All that
think
They're
stuff.
so fucking poofy compared to the rest of his body. Like
They give him a new outfit
his,
next game.
like his thighs are just like so thick that they're bigger than his head.
Well, the reason that his outfit is the way it is they wanted they wanted him to look like Mickey, but they couldn't use Mickey.
I remember this. But why does Donald's hat have a zipper is the real question.
I don't know, and it always bothered me.
So, I was gonna say...
Owl House.
Well, no,
Okay.
what I was gonna ask was actually about story first. And it's... So, Kyrie... No, Namine?
Namine, yep.
Yeah, blonde one, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Namine, right? Was she actually a part of their group and then disappeared, or is she now implanted in his memory so he just believes these stories are true?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to double check, because I wasn't totally sure. That was... You know, that was an enemy in Bleach's power, too. You would stab you with your sword, but instead of you dying, you would just be implanted as a very kind friend in their memories.
Yeah, I remember this guy.
And then they'd all take your side. That's good, because most people stopped reading it by that point.
Yep. Ah, it's our boy. Got it memorized.
Got it memorized.
Just as we intended.
Oh yeah, you're a female.
Continue with our plan.
Got it
See
memorized?
how far this
I did not have it memorized. I forgot.
You had your fun on the first floor. So this time, it's my turn.
Yeah, let the prey mantis get your prey.
I'm blanking her name.
That toss.
I'm not going to just give it to him.
Don't break it.
Well,
She
do
has,
I
like,
detect a soft spot?
A very evil looking face.
Mm-hmm. And the internet loved her, by the way.
Very, I bet they did.
Don't forget.
She's kind of got that domination
Sorry,
look
She's
going
the
for
only
her.
female in the Organization
Take over
13.
the organization.
Nominate?
No, this girl.
No, Namine.
Know that you're
She's not in the organization, Chris.
The not Namine, but her black-haired variant.
time is right.
But no, that's actually Sora's variant. But also Kairi's variant.
Yeah, but that one was definitely in the organization. She was friends with God
No,
of Memorize, man.
she was number 14, you know, the number that doesn't exist.
Yeah, part of the organization, though.
Yep.
If she has a number, she's still a part of the organization.
Oh my god, you're gonna get so fucking annoyed at the next game.
Next movie, thank you.
You're right.
Did anything back there help you remember your friend's name?
He's like, who are you?
Her name's the only thing I can't seem to remember.
Oh, it's Namine. He never listens to me.
No, he doesn't.
You ever had those, like, days where you just treat every video game like it's fucking Dora the Explorer? Where they ask questions and you answer them and they're just still fucking stupid. You're like, dude, just fucking listen for me.
Yep. Oh, it's time for the best world. Da, 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 da.
Oh, yeah, so Owl House, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, I'll wait and see if we get an actual full cutscene
No,
here.
it's not gonna be.
I just like this look of this town.
Of course.
He's like, wow, it's like Tim Burton is the best thing that happened to us.
You're not wrong about that, Donald.
So, because I'm sure no one cares. The Owl House, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was watching it before you showed up, right? Welcome to
Halloween
Town.
A ghost!
I'm gonna wait until we get into actual clearing rooms.
Oh, there's the best talk I've ever heard in the ages. And that was easy to scare you. Gonna be great. I haven't introduced myself. I'm Jack Skellington, and this is Halloween Town. People around here call me the Pumpkin King. Da, 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 da.
Wait, sing it wrong.
No.
No. You have a very specific one. It's you always go da 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 Pumpkin King. That's it. Like you always sing it wrong, and it kills me every time.
In the dead of night, it is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween.
Like the full Kingdom Hearts 1 playthrough was literally just da 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 Pumpkin King.
Oh fuck.
Oh man, I love me some fucking Halloween. Anyway, okay, so
Yes.
it's. I wanted to bring up the thing with the Owl House that I think kills me is that it's the subtle little gay shit that really what makes it so enjoyable to watch. Because like the overarching like they have that shit in Steven Universe, but Steven Universe's gay shit is boring because it's long and drawn out, and it gets to the point where it's just like I don't even give a shit about my own relationship. Why would I care about this cartoons?
There's one that I love, and it's oh, I just scratched myself. I'll be fine. Yoink!
Yeah.
Sports.
Sports.
And I go, yep.
It's amazing.
I love it.
But there's one where she's like hanging out with the bad crowd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool kids. But they're like, no, I gotta talk to so and so first, and one of the girls in the bad group is just like, all right, well, we'll see you there, cutie. And she just blushes fully and then runs off, and I'm like, killing me. Like, killing me. It's like, so good. This is a little shit.
The little shit that.
If you're gonna see, that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna do gay in a fucking story, you gotta do little shit. You can't do full overarching stuff because then it just gets drawn out forever and you get bored with it.
Yeah, no, I get that. If it's not like a, hey, this is a huge plot point. If it's like a, hey, this is a thing that's happening, be aware of it, but it's not the focus of the show.
Yeah, like, that's why fucking Pearl and fucking the mother just like goes on forever in fucking Steven Universe, and it's like, we get it.
Why?
You
Because
like
it's
the
being
mom.
shoved down your throat?
Yeah, it's like, we get it. You like the mom. She's dead now. Get over it. Shut up. Where, like, Lapras and fucking Paradox is a lot better in the latter half because the first half of it is dreadful. But the latter half, when they're just living together, just doing goofy shit all the time, it's like, alright, this is cool.
It's real.
Yeah, it feels way more real. It's not that, like, super long drawn out force, like, they're gone and I'm sad and I love them more than you and it's like, why has it been 3 episodes of this? Please stop. Korra kind of has that problem too. We talk bad about Korra for once, because Korra has a love triangle and it's dumb and it goes nowhere.
My boy Bolin.
Like, it literally
I just love that my boy Bolin gets the girl at the end.
Dude, Bolin deserved it. After getting fucked as much
Like,
as he did,
every fucking season.
he deserved it. He felt good. See, they spent so long of their time fucking with him that when he finally got that long build-up relationship, it didn't feel as dreadfully boring because you're like, yes, give him something.
My boy Bolin deserves
something. Where, like, Mako is just like, oh god, Mako, like, we get it, you're very pretty and everyone falls over you, but no one cares. But I don't care. No one cares.
No, I get it, man. It's like, ugh. Don't shove it down my throat. Give it to me in subtle hints that I understand it's a real thing.
There's, like, good and bad ways to do relationships in shows. And I'm not just talking about gay relationships, although we have been focusing on it, but that's just because that's what I want to talk about right now.
And that's what the television is focusing on right now.
Yeah, you get what you get, and you don't get upset.
Don't get upset!
The other one, because I don't know if you've ever seen any clips of The Loud House.
A little bit.
It's not super great, but it's better than most of what Nickelodeon has offered in the last, like, 20 years. So it's, like, tolerable. But they have gay parents in that. Not the main cast, but his friend has, like, gay parents. And it's just, like, they're just gay. And his parents.
They're just
like,
there.
They're just there, and it's not a huge plot point, and it's not super important.
Because it's not
Because it's not a defining character trait. And then, one of the girls ends up being a lesbian. Which one was that? Lana or something? No. Maybe? Luna. It was Luna, I think. I don't know. All their names start with L's. I can't remember them.
That's only confusing.
Yeah. I know it's Lenny, Lori, Lana, Luna, Lenny, Lynn, Lincoln,
Park,
Lily. I'm doing pretty good. I'm at 8, and there's only 12 of them. There's only 11 of them, I think. Yeah, 11. I'm pretty close. I can't think of the rest of them, though. But, yeah, they do, anyways, the, like, punk rocker chick, she ends up being a lesbian later in the show, and it doesn't feel fucking cringy and forced, because it just kinda happens. Like, there's an episode focusing on the relationship, like, starting, but the focus isn't their relationship, the focus is building up the courage to ask someone out that you like. That's the focus of the episode, which is way more interesting. It's also really fun because they play it up like she's interested in the dude, because there's always a dude, because she's always in a group of people. So they play it up like she's going for the dude, and then at the very end it turns out it's the chick.
I like
and then
that.
it just ends hard, like cold cuts right there.
I like that.
And I'm like, that's so much better storytelling than just being like, I'm interested in this person because lesbian reasons. Immediately likes me back because also lesbian. Let me tell you about how lesbian we are. That's like the whole fucking episode. You're like, alright, I get it. I get it. Like, alright, I get it. It's cute. I get it. Moving on.
It's something.
Yeah, it's like, move on. Like, move to the next plot point. Let me know about who they are as people. What are their hobbies? What are their characteristics? What do they have in common? Why do they like each other? Just because they're lesbians? That seems like a really dumb reason to like each other. Do they like each other because they have the same music? Do they both like wrestling or some shit? Like, what is the reason? Give me a fucking reason, show!
I mean, you know,
it is what it is. Give me a fucking reason! Give me a reason to be invested in your plot!
Why would you want to be invested in the plot, though, Chris?
Dude, fucking... If Naruto and Sasuke got together at the end of Naruto, I would have been like, made sense. Because they had lots of things in common. There was a lot of build-up to it. I would have been like, makes sense.
I'm okay with this. I get it.
But if the two of them met in class, Naruto accidentally kissed Sasuke, and then they were in a relationship for the whole show, I would have been very confused. Yes. But you know how it goes, Derek. Storytelling is hard, so...
Storytelling is hard.
That's just not at all.
You are correct. Huh?
I was like, how does this work? Are you selling cards to him, or
Yes.
are you making cards?
Selling cards.
Okay. Damn it, Derek, give me a reason to care.
Oh, boy.
Man, it's fun. Also, I like that, pretty much all of the internet has turned on Steven Universe at this point.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't been watching Steven Universe, so I don't know what's going on.
I mean, it's been over for a while. They have a new show that takes place when he's, like, slightly older.
Yes, I
And
knew
I
that.
actually, I'm not gonna lie, in some cases, I think it's better than the original show, and in other cases, I think it's a complete waste of fucking time. It really depends on, like, what episode you get, and, like, who's talking to who. But, so I haven't been following it as closely as I probably could be. Like, I think I'm, like, 10 or 15 episodes behind at this point. So I've been a little phasing in and out of that show. But it's not even people turning on, like, the new show. Like, people are just turning on the original show now because they're just, like, finally acknowledging that it wasn't a very good show all of a sudden.
Oh, that's dangerous.
And I'm like... And I'm sitting there and I'm like... I mean, yeah, it wasn't an amazing show, but it's not that fucking bad of a show. I'm like, it's just kind of lame. I'm like, it's just kind of lame. Yeah, it's not that bad. Because a lot of it is just like, there's no conflict in Steven Universe,
Left or right?
and left. Yeah, a lot of it is like, there's no conflict in Steven Universe, and all I can think of is just like, yeah, like I'm aware. Like, that was one of my main problems with it too. Like, I get it's fun. Because like almost every villain just becomes a good guy eventually.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it: the bad gem people, diamonds, who want to end their entire existence throughout the whole show, just change their mind at the end.
Really?
Because Steven is like, well, because they reveal that, I don't know, Derek, how much you care about spoilers? Okay. So it's revealed that Steven's mom was actually Pink Diamond the whole time. What a plot twist that I immediately saw coming. Because I was thinking that too, because they're like, she was the rose quartz, and then they're like showing all the other quartz, and I'm like, she doesn't look like any of the other quartz. It's like, well, she was a rose quartz, and I'm like, I don't think that's a thing. And they're just like, I'm like, also her quartz looks specific. I'm like, her quartz looks suspiciously like a diamond to me. And then she ended up being Pink Diamond, and I was just like, whoa, I'm amazed. But yeah, fucking, they had so they end up being like, blah blah blah, my ways are peak ways, no, your ways are bad ways, and my ways are better ways, and we should
my
all
ways
be...
are byways.
And then, in true Steven Universe fashion, we should solve this by being friends, and then they go friends, and then they all became friends, and like, that's the plot. But a lot of what makes Steven Universe fun to watch isn't the conflict to begin with.
It's the weird, silly stuff.
It's the weird stuff. It's like seeing the fusions and how the gem powers work and like how gem society functioned. A lot of it is like world building is where the entertainment comes from. It's not really from the conflicts or the battles. Because it's not like they had these super hyped up action scenes when they did have fights. They had like quick shots, couple sparring sessions, most of the actual hits taking place off camera because you're not allowed to show a cartoon get punched by another cartoon anymore. Now, if you'll excuse me, let me re-air Tom and Jerry from the 50s. It's like, why is that a problem? But we can still air the old shit. Whatever, I don't care.
I didn't realize the time.
Oh, yes. We're going to cut it here. Pick it up in the next part. We'll see you then. Peace.